What is up YouTube, Crafting Cars here, happy Tuesday. Now in today's video we're going to be doing a complete transformation on our 2006 Honda CR-V we recently picked up. We have a lot of work cut out for us today, so let's get right into it. We'll do a quick walk around the car and I'll let you know what I got planned. So here's our starting point, a 2006 Honda CR-V Special Edition. This is a one-owner car. I suppose I am now the second owner. Our previous owner was a 79-year-old man who lived down in Florida. He took very good care of this car. Checking the Carfax, he hit every single service interval at a Honda dealership. This car has 170,000 miles on it, and for the K24 engine, this thing is just getting broken in. A couple things we're gonna be doing today. We're swapping out these baked headlights for some brand new ones. We're putting in some fog lights. I might be installing a bug guard on the front. We'll be trying to restore some of these faded black plastics. Gonna be removing some things like this painted on pinstripe, these decals on the trunk. I hate seeing decals on paintwork, so those gotta go. The biggest thing today is going to be a paint correction. Now I know with the car inside and standing 10 feet back, paint don't look too bad, but if you were to pull it out in direct sunlight or, put a spotlight on it, check this out. This is where we have issue. You can definitely see all the fog, all the swirls, all the defects and stuff in the paint. This is Honda Nighthawk Black Pearl. It is a notoriously soft paint, which is pretty difficult to do a paint correction, so great. This is my first car doing a paint correction. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. Of course, we get a challenging color, but I think if we do a good job, that blue flake should really pop and this should look awesome. So can't wait to see how it all turns out. Yeah. I think first thing on the list is gonna be removing that pinstripe. So let's get right to work. Word on the street is that lacquer thinner and rubbing it off with a microfiber towel is the move. Don't quote me on that. Like I said, it's just the word on the street. I've got a bucket of soapy water, so after I apply the lacquer thinner, rub it on, I'll be using the soapy water to just kind of wipe off all that residue. It's not something I would want to sit on my paint, so let's see how this works. So 4 hours later, we finally removed the pinstripes from the car. My goodness, the person who put those on there did not want them to come off. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up removing those other two decals on the back, and then we'll move on to clay barring this car. These are the products I was using, so wax and grease remover. I use the Chemical Guys clay lube just so I don't scratch up the hood too much during the process. And I've got a whole bunch of clay bars here. I don't really care about the brand. I cut them into small chunks so they last a little bit longer. Now, since this paint is super soft, I'm not actually gonna be using a cutting pad during the cutting portion of this paint correction. I'm going to skip right to a Hexlogix polishing pad. I still will be using the Meguiar's Ultra Cut compound, but basically in this scenario, the compound is gonna be doing all the work for me. And yeah, I'm just gonna start with a slow speed, spread it all around. I'll make sure to tape off the hood in sections so we can compare our work. And yeah, this is gonna be a really good test panel since the hood is the worst part of the car. And yeah, I'm just gonna play around with it. This is my first time doing a paint correction, so we'll see how it goes. Fast forward a little bit and we have the whole hood completed. So it's all polished up with the M205. I went ahead and did a little experimenting on the nose of the hood where the defects were the worst. I hit it with the M105 and a dedicated cutting pad. It didn't really make that big of a difference. So the rock chips and the bug splats are here to stay. But as you can see, the deep black color is coming back. I'll go ahead and turn my phone flashlight on and you can just see the difference in the clarity. This is the hood compared to where you haven't touched yet on the fender. Yeah, much sharper. So we're definitely making a difference. I'm gonna go ahead and take what I learned on the hood and apply it to the rest of the car. All right guys, that took a while, but the paint correction is finally finished. Now, I'm no professional. Like I said, this is my first time doing a correction, but it turned out awesome. Of course, it's not 100% perfect. We had all those defects in the hood and everything, but we have successfully restored the color. We really restored the shine, got a bunch of these swirls out, and then on the side panels, we got a ton of the clear coat defects out, and I think the results speak for themselves. I'm super happy with how it turned out. Just a quick walk around the car. You can see, yeah, unfortunately we couldn't get all those defects and stuff out the hood, but along the sides and the back, it looks fantastic. Now you guys probably remember that little clip in the beginning of the video where I squatted down next to the car and we took a look at the door panel with the spotlight shining on it. Check this out. Yeah, much better. And if you look, you can even see the blue flake in the paint I was talking about in the beginning of the video. But I think if we do a good job, that blue flake should really pop and this should look awesome. So can't wait to see how it all turns out. That's amazing. Now, one of the things I wish would have cleaned up better is the pinstriping. So from here, as you can see, the pinstripe got removed. But if you look really closely, you can still see the ghosting marks where the pinstripe was. And so yeah, it was a painted on pinstripe and they might have even clear coated over it because it was such a pain to get that off. And you can see just in trying to remove it, I did quite a bit of damage to the clear coat itself. So I didn't want to dig too deep into it because if I wanted to get to the point where those little stripes were gone, I would have no clear coat left. So this is the best I could do. So now let's move on to cleaning up the glass and restoring some of these faded plastics. Now all our plastic trim is looking fresh. We got our tires shined up, new windshield wipers installed. I also went ahead and put new weather stripping on the windows. We got our dashboard looking clean again, nice matte black finish. Got all that nasty grease out of there. Now we got some more parts to install. This is gonna be the fun part right here. New headlights, bug guard, and fog lights are going on the car. So let's get started. Alright guys, the front end is back together and it is looking good. Dare I say better than my old CR-V? I think it might. A little respray on the hood and this thing's gonna be looking straight out the lot. So very hyped on how everything's turning out. The last mod I had planned for today was gonna be installing this tow hitch right here. I tried crawling under there and I'm gonna have to wait till I have a buddy over here because holding that thing with one hand and trying to fish a bolt through my frame with the other is not really possible. So that'll have to hold off, but I do have one modification we can do. Oh, wait till the boys see this. Now, I'm not a really big sticker guy, but I think that VTEC decal fits the car perfectly. It's a nice little icing on the cake after our transformation project. So that is gonna wrap it up for today's video. We put in a lot of work, but we got an amazing end result. Very happy with how the car turned out. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Maybe you've noticed the garage is looking a little sharper. I've finished the white paint job on the walls and the ceiling. Got some new lighting installed as well. New toolbox and a new cabinet I'm very excited about. So right now, I'm trying to reorganize the whole garage to make it look a little bit more professional, more presentable, not just some, kid in his townhome garage filming YouTube videos. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. Check out these t-shirts. These are the latest, this is the limited edition, limited time run of spooky t-shirts to celebrate Halloween season, or if you just kind of like that dark aesthetic. Yeah, so it says Crafting Cars on the front, and then in the rear, it says DIY till I die. So this art was hand drawn by my sister. It's all digital art. We took the file, uploaded it to Michelle, who's Gideon's wife. She's got one of those Cricut machines, so she cut it out of heat transfer vinyl. We got them on these nice black t-shirts, and now we're ready to hand them out to you guys. So if you guys would like to purchase one, you can hit me up at afton.voigt.ej8. But yeah, otherwise, don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Help the channel out, trying to grow over the winter time, so we're doing our best here. And yeah, that's all I got. I will see you not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after that. Why?